It is a well-known fact that food plays a significant role in a culture of a nation, and Vietnamese food is not an exception. Vietnamese food is celebrated by its harmonious blend of flavors, herbs, vegetables, protein, spices, and maybe even fruits. There is something really tempting about Vietnamese food that most people cannot resist it. Even the celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay came and tried out the allure of Vietnamese satisfying dishes. Have you ever wondered what makes food come from such tiny countries so extraordinary and fascinating? Maybe it's the perfect blend of flavors, or maybe it's the rich history behind the food. I do believe that people will have their own answer after trying these scrumptious dishes. However, in this video, we would like to share our knowledge about Vietnamese mouth-watering cuisines and the Vietnamese eating table manners.
We will guide you through the most popular dishes of this beautiful country. Northern food will be the first on the list. Northern cuisines in Vietnam combine salty, spicy, sweet, bitter, and sour flavors in a harmonious way. Key ingredients are fish sauce and screen paste. Because of the cooler weather, Northern Vietnamese dishes tend to have fewer herbs and vegetables compared to the South. Here are some signature Northern dishes. The first one is bún chả. Bún chả is a popular dish in Hanoi. It consists of a grilled pork, meatballs, served in a cold broth, rice noodles, and fresh green leche, coriander, and morning glory. The dish gained international recognition in 2016 when it was featured on the show Parks Unknown, where Barack Obama ate it at a local eatery. And the second one is nộm, or you can call it gỏi. Nộm is a classic Vietnamese salad that includes fresh vegetables like cabbage, turnip, papaya, green mango, and boiled pork. It often spiced up with hot chili peppers, roasted walnuts, and grated carrots for a colorful presentation. And the last one I would like to introduce you is bánh cuốn. Bánh cuốn is made of thin and transparent steamed rice roll filled with pork, mushroom, or both. It is commonly served with a dip made of fried shallots, sweet and sour fish sauce, fresh herbs, and lamb-based sauce. These delicate rolls require such unique skill to make. In Vietnam, bánh cuốn is typically eaten for breakfast.
So, after having traveled to the northern of Vietnam, which possesses many unique and special etiquettes, let me take you guys to the middle of Vietnam and see if this bridge between the northern and the southern have many similarities and differences in table manners compared to the two regions or not. So, first of all, before entering to the table manners of the central of Vietnam, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that the central's table manners diverse or not? 1, 2, and 3. Yes, actually, they do. To explain it, let's go back to the past when a civilization called the Chamba existed from the 2nd century to the 19th century. They put a significant impact on the culture of the regions, especially the table manners.
From the very early time, the Chamba people had raised their awareness of good manners. For example, community dining, use of hands, rice as staple, respect for elders, sharing food, etc. Many of them are still maintained until now, and many are developed by the Central Vietnamese people based on the remains. Significantly, the Central people keep following those. The first one is rice as staple. Rice were a staple food in the Chamba diet. Nowadays, Central Vietnamese people still serve and consume rice, and also meals likely center around rice dishes as an indispensable part of their life. The second one is use of condiments and sauces. This is one of the most interesting manners that I want to say to you guys. Due to the severe environmental condition, the Tampa people use strongly spicy and flavorful sauces, such as fish sauce or chili paste, to add to their dishes. They suppose that it's not only a great way to keep their body warm, but also help them balance the yin and yang spirits. And so do the Vietnamese central people nowadays. Eating chili or chili paste and fish sauce become more than a table manner, but a culture of them. Today, when visiting a random home in the central Vietnam, it's not difficult for you to see a variety of chili paste in their meals. For example, number 1, nước mắm ớt tỏi. This is fish sauce with chili and garlic. Central Vietnamese people tend to have sauce with a lot of chili, as spicy as possible to deal with the cold temperature. Not really like the South area, Central Vietnamese fish sauce have a rich flavor, leaning towards a distinctive salty taste rather than sweetness. Additionally, there are several other ways to process chili, such as grinding dry chili into chili powder, soaking chili in fish sauce, or bringing chili, or even eating fresh chili, etc. For people from central Vietnam, chili is not merely a spice, but is considered as a staple dish on the daily dining table. And they also develop those. In the Champa culture, it's likely that dining was a communal activity where members of a community gathered together to share meals. So far, since the social structure shifts from based on community to main family units, the Central Vietnamese people grow many valuable related etiquettes, like engaging in conversation, invite dinners to join eating.
So this is almost the end of the trip to the central of Vietnam. Let's go to the southern and explore new things.
Vietnam's southern culinary culture is characterized by its diversity and blend of typical flavor and unique preparation methods, different from the spicy taste of central region and rich taste of the north. Southern cuisine tends to be sweeter. People here love sweet. They often use sugar, coconut, and coconut milk to create a sweet and cool flavor for every dish.
The fourth dish is chè trôi nước. Chè trôi nước is a traditional Vietnamese dessert made of small glutinous rice prawns filled with sweetness. The dish is a mix of flour and glutinous rice flour with water, wrapped around grinded pin, rolled into the prawns and cooked until the flour. This dessert is popular in southern Vietnam and is served with cracked coconuts on top. Because of sweet tooth tendency, it usually adds this coconut cream too. And the second dish is hủ tiếu Nam Vang. Hủ tiếu Nam Vang is a dish with a strong Chinese flavor, but has been transformed by southern people into a dish with a flavor. It's often sweetened with pork prawn, meat, shrimp, short meat meat, and quail eggs. Using sugars or honey in the broth ensure a way to add natural sweet flavor. In addition, using a variety of fresh vegetables also helps the dish become sweeter, while also adds sweetness to the flavor.
In short, a sweet tooth is often considered an integral part of southern cuisine. During meeting, they often tend to say sweet. This is a way to show care and connection to its southern food. Furthermore, people here believe that eating sweet is not simply to satisfy nutritional needs, but also help make the mood feel more comfortable and happier.
So, you guys have just had a general view about the Vietnamese cuisine, and now we will go to the next part, the more interesting part, which called the Vietnamese eating ethics. Vietnamese cuisine is a vibrant symphony of flavors, but the too much unfolds when you delve into the heart of Vietnamese eating ethic. As you may know, that Vietnam has three different regions, and each of these areas has plenty of uniquely regional table manners. However, in this video, our group will share some general table manners so that you can have a clear overview about Vietnamese eating ethic. Number 1, elders lead the way. In Vietnamese culture, it is customary to wait for the oldest individuals to sit first and begin eating. This practice is rooted in the values of respect, care, and politeness towards our elders. Number 2, invite people before eating. This is one of the most unique traditions, especially in Vietnam. Inviting, which means mời in Vietnam, is a good way to express your respect to the orders.
Con mời ông bà, con mời bố mẹ ăn cơm. Bu bu, cũng ăn cơm đi nhé.
It will take such a long time to invite each family members for enjoying the meal, so usually say mời cả nhà ăn cơm, meaning inviting people in general to eat. Number 3, chopstick do's and don'ts. Using chopstick has applied to many Asian countries, such as Japan, China, and South Korea. Chopsticks are used for transferring food from dishes to individual bowls. However, there are 2 main taboos that you have to avoid strictly. First, no knocking chopstick to a bowl. For Vietnamese people, knocking chopstick to a bowl is inviting ghosts to your home and may bring bad luck, like poverty to your family. Second, not sticking your chopstick vertically. It is believed that it may remind Vietnamese people of funeral. People usually stick the burning incense straight into rice to honor the dead. Besides 2 given avoidances, there are still a lot of things that you have to mention while using chopsticks. Licking or biting chopstick, playing with chopstick, all these impolite actions make other people annoyed. Number 4, avoiding making noise. Slurping, chewing loudly, and talking with your mouth full are considered impolite. It's better to wait until you have swallowed before engaging in a conversation. Vietnamese dining emphasizes a balance between enjoying the meal and socializing. You can definitely chat, but keep it cordial. There's still a lot of things that you have to pay attention at Vietnamese table food. However, don't to be so nervous. Just relax and you will readily get used to it. We almost reached the final destination of this cultural journey. And at this last part, we will show some differences between the Vietnamese eating ethic and other countries' eating ethic. And United States would be taken as an example.
Due to cultural differences, Vietnam and the United States have differences in dining etiquette. From the utensils used, there are significant differences. While most families in Vietnam use chopstick, spoon, and bowl for dishes, in the United States they use fork more often and allocate different functions to various utensils. Here the silverware and dinnerware rule. Eat to your left, drink to your right. Starting with the knife, fork, or spoon that is further from the plate. Work your way in, using 1 utensil for each course. The salad fork is on your outermost left, following by your dinner fork. Your soup spoon is on your outermost right, following by dinner knife. Your dessert spoon and fork are above your plate or bring them with dessert. If you remember the rule to work from the outside in, you will be fine. When using the fork and knife, you remember that knife in right hand, fork in left hand holding food. Americans will use napkins as an utensil item during meals, placing them on their laps before the meal begins and waiting for the host to start the first meal. In contrast, Vietnamese people do not use napkins as much, and everyone waits for the eldest people at the table to start the meal first. In the United States, we should follow the pace of the meal and not continue eating when everyone at the table has stopped. Additionally, we should not place personal belongings on the table, do makeups, or using phones during the meal, as they are also considered impolite. Therefore, if necessary, we should seek permission to leave before doing so.
In general, the rule of table manner and dining culture of situation are an indispensable part of cultural diversity in the world. Complying with the rule of table manner is not only a way to maintain harmony in social interaction, but also a way to show gratitude to the food and the person preparing it. From choosing the menu and how to use chopstick and spoon to how to show gratitude before and after eating, each rule carries a deep traditional spirit. In addition, eating culture also reflects the richness and creativity of people in researching, preparing, and enjoying food. Each dish, despite a combination of ingredients, is a result of its cultural unit, including flavor, atmosphere, and emotion from different cuisines in a way to broaden our understanding of the world around us. Thank you for listening to our group project. Goodbye.